I'm going to give this a whirl, but full disclosure, it wouldn't be the first time Google misled me on the pronunciation of a very difficult name. I hate to risk being offensive to her. Shohreh Aghdashloo. Shohreh Aghdashloo, who played Chrisjen Avasarala in The Expanse. A character in a story that is worth her own video. When I first saw The Expanse, we were not yet using the phrase woke, not commonly in contemporary culture. Although there was a lot of concern of excessive political correctness in the selection of characters. Like, why would you do this? And when I first turned on The Expanse, you get this incredible science fiction universe that is built out that is just amazing. And then you get this character, Chrisjen Avasarala, and you're like, your first suspicion, the little red flag goes up and says, someone sat down and figured out what's an ethnic nationality that we've not used, what kind of accent has not been common, and a woman and a grandmother, no less. And my first thought was, this is a culmination of a bunch of box checking, and isn't this bizarre to have this be a major character? But like Starbuck becoming a female in the reboot of Battlestar Galactica, I have to say I was incredibly happy to be wrong about this. Chrisjen Avasarala turns out to be one of the best characters in the entire series. She's completely capable, intelligent, she's badass. She gets down in the dirt, she's conspiratorial, she foils conspiracies. I mean, you name it. The character is written so well and performed so well, and I have always liked the actress. I was happy to see her cameo in Star Trek Beyond, even though, it was a cameo, it wasn't a big part, but she's always cool to see. She's got that ability. But boy, I admit, I did not think a quasi-action part in places for her being this great political leader of Earth and then of the solar system. And wow, a perfect example of, if you've got a story that you're giving us a real character with real character development and growth and real ability, not a Mary Sue just slapped on the screen, not artificial She-Hulk screaming at the Hulk who suffered so much about his privilege or whatever, not just repeating a Marxist line, but being a human. Chrisjen Avasarala is a human with intelligence, education, background, ability, and she takes on that role and projects it so well that she carries the bulk of the series for me. Now, I think it's about the third season, she gets so aggressive, it's written in a way that it feels almost like she's almost a caricature of herself, like they emphasized it too much, and then it kind of backs off after a while. But boy, most of that series, that is an incredible character with proper development, properly written, that brings you in, and it makes no difference where she's from, how she sounds, how old she is, that she's a grandmother. None of that matters. She makes it very believable. The writing makes it very believable. Her acting does it, and it comes together well. That's how real writing is done. And that used to be in the bygone days of Gene Roddenberry. That's how diversity was done. Not as a quota, not as a required, you've got to hire so many bean counting, but giving us characters that were above all human, capable, beloved, active members of a crew in a story. And secondarily, whoa, yeah, they're also this. So Chrisjen Avasarala, this is an amazing moment in sci-fi, getting The Expanse, getting that character. And it did decline the overall series by the end. But man, what a universe that it built, and what a good example of how you can actually just write something really, really good, and it's not as important who you put up there.